Hello, chat. Hi. I won't lie. I'm low-key a little nervous playing this on my own. Not having a guide, but this is partially gonna be me figuring out stuff in Termina all by myself. Also, why is OBS freaking out right now? I'm scared. I don't trust like that. OBS, please? Please? Okay, making the window big seemed to fix it. It was flickering. It was scary. I wasn't a fan of it. I was not a fan. I think one of like my biggest concerns right now too is just like, who am I going to start with? Kind of like, what's my game plan? I don't know where everyone is in the game. You know, like I had an idea, like I guess, because I'm thinking of starting with Abella. I was like, okay, I know where Levi is. I have no freaking idea where Don is going to be. I know where Henrik is if he moon scorches. I know Olivia stays at the train station until she gets the wheelchair. I know Pav is gonna kill Marco if I don't intervene. I know Tanaka can get killed by all kinds of people. Well, mainly Needles. Needles has it out for him. So like there's a few like that, but for example, Samari, I only encountered her like one time when I was playing last time in Osa. I guess the easiest time to fight Osa would be like, okay, you could attack him probably right after the confessional, or like when he's injured in the tunnel. But like there's some where I don't freaking know where to find them, like August. I don't know where that guy goes. He runs around all over the place. I don't know where to find him. He feels freaking elusive. I read that there's a sure way he can die, I guess, but that's in the endgame area with the machine god, so that's kind of a point of no return. I won't be able to do anything about that. Oy. We'll figure things out. One of the reasons I'm doing this today is I want, you know, Lexi was my guide. Lexi was my guide as I was doing ending A. I kind of stumbled into ending A, to be honest. She was my guide. I want to try and figure stuff out by myself. Try to experiment, even. Like, if I die, I die. It's fine. It's cool. It's fine. We'll just have to deal with it. It's kind of like when I was fighting that centaur, where it was like, you know what? I'll just let myself die a few times. I just want to see like how this thing works. I still don't know how to fight the centaur. It's awful. Anyway, you might as well get started. I'll turn off the Fear and Hunger music and just actually play Fear and Hunger. Hello, Spicy. Hello, Happy Chappy. Hold on. Gotta make sure my windows are all lined up proper. Gotta unmute the game. So, last time we played, beat the game on ending A. So this was our party. This was our winning team. We had quite a few characters survive. I'm trying to think. Like, okay, we had Marina. Marina was briefly in our party, and then she ran off. And I couldn't find her ever again. Samari survived. Caligula survived. I had no idea where he was. Karen survived. August survived. I think that's all of the contestants who lived. Tanaka had a tragic accident. We don't know how he died. We have no idea how he died. Oh yeah, Olivia. Olivia was the other one who survived, because I just had her hanging out at the Preheval Bop. So she was safe as well. But yeah, it was like, there's some where I don't remember ever meeting them during my playthrough. Like Karen, maybe I met her once? I saw her on TV that one time, but that was kind of it. But I was kind of thinking like, do I want to do Marina or Bella? But last time, I didn't get to use the the grinder, the meat grinder thing, whatever it was called, that I got off the mob. I didn't get it because I wasn't able to do her skill tree because she was alive. I'm gonna play as her because I want to do the weapon craft. I think it would be fun to try out. And I'll just stick with the name of Bella. I can't think of anything great like Pocket Kitten. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm still gonna go in Fear and Hunger mode. I want to build up to do Maso mode eventually, because that's basically what I did in Fear and Hunger 1, except in Fear and Hunger 1 I did Fear and Hunger mode for the first ending, then Terror and Starvation, and then hard mode. Maso mode, what I do know about it is I think technically it starts you on like the night of day 3, so you really can't save because otherwise you moon scorch and everything. So we'll do this one. We'll do Funger mode. Now I'm actually going to go through the character history because I want to get the correct stuff. I read that if you skip, you get Trapcraft, which I feel like sounds like the most useless skill, at least for what I'm trying to do. So the soothing sound of the rail tracks, you are not used to such peaceful and tranquil atmosphere. You can't help but let your mind wander. You reminisce what has led you to this point in life. Despite your homeland suffering greatly from the First Great War, you had a peaceful and balanced childhood with both of your parents and many siblings. The northern capital, Oldegard, was rebuilding their destroyed cities when news about hostilities in the eastern Europa were broadcasted on the radio. It sounded like the beginning of another worldwide war. You were still too young to take part in defending your borders, so you had to figure out an alternate way to help out your home front. You had a knack for mechanics and electronics, but so ultimately it came down to those two lines of studies. This is one of the ones where I'm like, because I'm just thinking about learning electronics is going to help me with electric locks, which electric locks are going to help me in the first bunker. But if I learn mechanics, I get wrench toss. But at the same time, with wrench toss, I kind of feel like maybe just revving up my attacks might be better. I don't know. I'll do electronics. Because you were the eldest child, you had a natural habit of taking care of those around you. Many of your close relatives marched to battle, and nothing could have gotten you more frustrated than your inability to help people more directly. You had already matured to adulthood, but because of your expertise in engineering, your role on the home front was more important than what you could have achieved on the battlefield. The home front was in disorder too. Someone had to step up and cover all the missing men now dying far away on some remote battlefields. Your broad shoulders could carry the burden and the increasing workload. They had to, because if not you, then who? During one particularly stormy night, when you were returning home after your 12-hour day, you ran into a foreign man on a rain-soaked alleyway. The man noticed you and desperately tried to run for it only to collapse after weekly 10 meters. The man noticed you and desperately tried to run for it only to collapse after weekly 10 meters or so. The man had been shot to the belly. Upon searching his possessions, you found his documents that said he was from the kingdom of Rondon, an allied country of Oldegards. You thought about what to do for a moment, and then... Actually, I don't know which one this does. This is the one I genuinely do not know. I can't help but like, yeah, just want to... Guess like, take him in? Took the man back home and treated his wounds. The man stayed unconscious for a week, but slowly recovered thanks to your attentive mending. As days went by, he saw your eagerness to help and frustration towards the war. Then he revealed his business in Oldgard. He was part of underground resistance called the Nameless Liberty Underground, the NLU in short. The organization had been brewing hidden from watching eyes since the dawn of the First Great War. NLU worked across Europa, trying to subdue the advancement of both Bremen Empire and Eastern Union. The man had important documents that needed to be taken to Kingdom of Rondon as soon as possible. Because he couldn't obviously take them there himself, he asked if you could take his role. He had been hoping for a chance to work on something bigger, and this opportunity seemed to be just that. You packed your bags and set out. As thanks for his rescue, the man gave you his officer's sword. Hi, Viper. Traveled through Europa all the way to the Kingdom of Rondon. He found the meeting point described by the man and made contact with his colleagues. After talking briefly about the current situation in the Eastern Europa, you were asked to join the organization. They were running low on members, and your expertise would surely come in handy. You were lead to their headquarters, and you got to choose how you'd offer your help. So I'm going to do weapon craft. NLU had spies everywhere in Europa and beyond, combining various information snippets gathered from across the continent. You were able to unravel parts of a larger scheme. The Eastern Union had been working on something malevolent and ill-boding in the country of Bohemia, and it seemed like the Bremen wanted to get their hand on this project. Your deductions got a lot more weight when you heard that the Bremen army finally occupied Bohemia. NLU sent some of their members immediately to the capital of Bohemia, Prhevel, but you quickly lost contact to them. The organization decided to wait and see if their members would surface, but you couldn't just sit back and hope for the best. You decided to take the first train towards Prhevel and find out what was going on. You were told that if you needed support in your mission, you'd recognize the leader of the Bohemian branch of NLU from her red shoes. With this little information about the task at hand, how did you prepare for the trip? Hold on. I don't remember what spare parts is gonna do, but honestly, like, I feel like food is kind of I feel like food has kind of been a non-issue in one. I feel like I've been able to find a lot of stuff, and in this case, I'm not gonna have a lot of mouths to feed in this playthrough, if you know what I mean. So I think I'm just gonna do medical goods, because I had the luxury with done with starting with the Loving Whispers. You felt tense since the moment you embarked on this journey. Every night you'd see nightmares of the horrors that would wait you in Prhevel. Are they just dreams? You can't help but feel that there is more to the dreams than mere logic would dictate. Save your character history? Yes, please. Yeah, we'll do a save here. Skip intro, yeah. I do not need the intro. If you want the intro, freaking watch the first VOD. Okay? There you go. There you go. You'll see, like, have you seen this man in your dreams? That's what you get. That's what you get. And I'm gonna see, like, what I can pick up from here. Lucky coin. Perfect. Oh, I was in the second car. I feel like I started in this one. The one I was playing as Don. I don't know. Dirty toilet paper. Great. Great. Combat manual and Prhevel map. Oh, well, okay. I can skip all of this. Literally just... We have no idea where we're stuck. Wait, the coveralls seem more like work clothes than the overalls. Whatever. Like, look, I have done mechanic work. I don't feel like... I don't know. You examine the engine, yet you find nothing wrong with it. So how does it look? I really don't know what's the problem. Who made Don the boss here? I don't... Don. Hey, I'm Henrik, the guy that I saw for maybe like 5 seconds before he became moon scorched. I wonder if I can avoid that this time. As long as I don't go to the mansion, I think he should be good. I don't know. All I know with Henrik is that if you don't have him in your party, like, I mean, you can't anyway, but it's like if you have a party and everything, you're letting everyone survive. Don't send them to the bop and then have him go to the bop because he goes insane at one point and then poisons everyone and everyone's just dead. You have to send him to the bar instead. I did have a weird nightmare. So depending on how fast I can do everything, I might go for Ending C. Ending C would be the easiest because it's only one boss. Okay. I need to get going too. I'll be seeing this guy real soon. Yeah, go on foot. Yeah, you should like go. You should go. I'll meet you at the bunker. Don't worry about it. So are you going on a short hike? Need to hurry now. Yeah, I'll see you at the bunker. Don't worry about it. don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I don't have the wrench toss, so I'm just not gonna bother with that skill. Trade meat. Now another thing I have to remember what the frick the plants look like. You know, I don't even remember what Tanaka's skill tree was. I don't even remember what soul he has. Sounds so sinister out of context. I mean, in context, it's also just not great. Oh yeah, I can't figure out any of the plants because I'm not a botanist like Olivia, so... Unless it's lavender or a green herb or a blue herb. Too bad. Penny bun. Okay. I think that's it for those. See, this... I feel like this should be the green herb. It stands out so much, but it's not. And that drives me insane. I hate it. That's so crazy, right, Tanaka? Like, don't worry, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm not gonna kill him for his hat this time. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm really curious as to what it's gonna be like whenever I play as Olivia with her botany knowledge. Because, like, okay, weapon craft makes sense. Don being the doctor makes sense, where it's just like, okay, he's gonna know all the healing stuff. Like Osa and Marina, like Marina is literally just the she's literally just one of the I think that's a poisonous mushroom, if I remember right. She's literally just the dark priest but girl this time. I don't know how Olivia's gonna work. Okay. All right. No, thank you. No. No, thank you. I'm not in the mood to fight anyone right now, okay? I just want to go to the bunker. Oh, red herb. Oh, right, the dogs! Okay, another one's gonna come for me. It's probably gonna poison me. No? Huh. Wait a minute. Before I go to the bunker. I need to do something important. I need glass. I need glass real bad. You don't understand. It's super important. Is this near the Woodman's house? Yes, it is. Hello, Black Caliph. Maybe I'll recruit you. I don't know. It doesn't hurt to run around this guy's house anyway. Get the white vials, get more glass. I'm gonna make needles eat glass, it's fine. It's all good. I keep thinking I could dig through their stuff right there, but no. Okay, Alchemillion, not bad. Actually, is there anything I can do with Alchemillion now? No. Because it's all this garbage. Alchemillia Volume 1, maybe would have been more useful, but I won't say no to 2. I just need to scratch my eye! Here we go. I don't want to deal with you, okay? Bro. Maybe later, but I literally have no reason to fight you. Unless I want Black Caliph, which is a maybe. I might do that later. Perhaps I will do it later. Go down. Normally, of course, this is where I would encounter a Bella and have her in my party. But I'm playing Isabella this time. Saw blade. I'm sure that will come in handy later. Oh, whoops. I'm not going to be able to open that. Remember when I was having trouble opening the last door in the bunker, and so I had to give everyone heroin? And have them destroy the door? It was very sad. It was tragic. Yeah, so I didn't go check what's on this side. And of course, I know that if Henrik doesn't Moonscorch, like if you go on that side first, if Bella Moonscorches and she just becomes like an extra hazard down here, and I know she can like crush your head real easy. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that on like my first run trying to do this solo, you know. Like maybe some other time. It's just I feel like between whatever the name of her Moonscorched form is, Choger. I feel like between Choger and the Gentleman, I feel a little more like I could maybe take on the Gentleman. Chinaka's hat! What you doing? What are you doing? Cool hat. I wonder where that came from. Yeah. How is he wearing the hat? I had this complaint last time too. How is he wearing the hat? I found it first. I found it first, bro. This is unfair. Hold on. Item. I have a bunch of glass. I'm gonna throw it in his face. Don't worry. Now, the thing is he... Oh, he's blind. Okay. Perfect. Wonderful. Things are looking up already. Don't worry, I'm just gonna keep, you know, whacking his legs. It's fine. Now this is just bullying. It'll be very curious for me to fight Needles in another area, you know? Like, not in the bunker, because I always kill him here. I don't bother elsewhere. Stop it. Stop it! Bro! Luckily, I have some white vials, so I'm good. Good with the poison. White vials, I feel like really aren't a problem. Oh right, I don't get his soul. Dang it. Whatever. Like I said, I don't remember Tanaka having anything in particular that... Like, I don't remember his skill tree being particularly... useful? I don't know. I'm still really curious as to whether or not he'll ever be playable. It would be interesting. Ideally... Hi, some jerk. Ideally, it would be so cool if I could find a key somewhere. And just explore the sewers again. Am I scared and hungry yet? No, it's all good so far. There is just a hat sitting here that I'll never be able to wear. Ever. And yeah, let's go down. I forget what's down there. I forgore. Oh right, this is where the terminal for logic is. So I'm guessing this is just one guy I could probably use for necromancy if I get that. Yeah, let's just do it for funsies, whatever. Oh, Alchemilia Volume 1. Good. Dang it, I always get these wrong. Don't have enough blue herbs, but got stuff there. And oh no, I forgot I could go here. Can I leave? Can I leave? Can I leave? Thank you. Again. Good. But is there any purpose to going in here? Just run past that. Just run past it. Don't worry. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. Those things will cut off my limbs so easy. I just don't remember exploring this that much. Like this area. A meat pie, it was all worth it. Ugh. Get away from me. They're not so bad when it's like you have a party, but by myself, I'm gonna lose some limbs. Oh, yo, what? Good girl. Don't you... No. I might be able to jump here on confident, mature women like you. Abella is like, what, 20, like, early to mid-20s? Mature, come on, I mean, we say mature woman. I don't freaking know. Jumpy and itchy trigger finger don't match all that well, if you understand what I mean. Pav, chill. Also, you chill, Emperor. Don't throw things at me. Come on. Do you have a key? Do you have a key that I could... So, be killing you later. I mean, seeing you later. If I get to you first. Oh, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Actually, I'm gonna go back down. Because I didn't explore everything. I kind of went into the wood dimension immediately because I thought, ooh, I'm gonna check out, what's there. I forgot about checking by Tanaka's hat. I forgot. Because as long as I can find like some extra materials, that'd be cool. 2 bolts. Duct tape. See, a lot of this stuff I figure is just going to be more useful as I'm playing as Abella. Thank you for the head pats, by the way. 2 lucky coins. Okay, okay. Yeah, I genuinely forget, like, what's down... Okay, down there is going to be the sewer entrance, I believe. Gasoline canister. Now, I do know there's a lot of stuff I can probably skip. Like, I'm not going to need to get the effigies because I don't need to unlock... There's some stuff I don't need to unlock. For sure. Gasoline canister. Oops. Wow. I keep forgetting there is... That's a shelf. It's a shelf I can actually check out. Like, for example, I don't know if I need to go to the museum. If I'm not doing ending A. So she's starting to get hungry. Yeah, I could probably feed her like a meat pie in a little bit. The one I found in the wood world. Dang it. Guess I am going to have to go after Henrik. Which is annoying. I don't think there's a way you could ever save everyone. I think it's impossible because regardless of what path you take, if you take the path with Henrik, Abella moon scorches. If you take this path, Henrik moon scorches. I feel like everyone... Because I'm also thinking, like... Pav kills Marco. You know what I genuinely don't know how to save is freaking Tanaka. I feel like regardless he's going to die in some way. I know you can save him, but I'm just thinking of every path. Yeah, I'm curious too if there's an everybody lives route. I mean, I'm doing the everybody dies route, but that's fine. It's all good. Oh yeah, I already checked that. Hey, back up, back up, back up. Let me eat first. I couldn't take Tanaka's hat needle, stole it. Even though it was on the ground, I couldn't pick it up. I can't wear it. It's stupid. Healing. Yeah, I'll give her une bière. No, no, no. Why can't I use the... Whatever. Imagine if that was enough to open it. Be crazy! Oh yeah, the vial's down there. Let's just not deal with him. Hey! Hey! Tanaka is hopelessly bereft of any survival instinct. He's honestly better replaced by his doppelganger. I feel like his doppelganger puts up a better fight. Yo, actually, I was like, dang it. I can't get Tanaka's soul. Like, it just didn't show up. I guess if I killed his doppelganger. I don't know if he has any other attacks after this. Do you have anything? Oh, I could saw off his head. I do have a bone saw. I like how I say that so casually, like, oh yeah, I could saw off his head. Normal things. Do I want to fight the vial? Do I want to fight the vial? Oh no. Normal Pocket Cat fan things. Just say Hez, yeah. That's what he wants. It's fine. Search him, got a sickle, saw off he head. What about fighting the centaur? No. Donate $100 and I will spend an entire stream fighting the centaur. Oh wait, is this the bring out the olives place? Hold on, I need to see. Yes it is! Things you only understand.
Bring out the
No, not yet. It didn't happen yet. You can't play that yet. Okay. Oh, eyeglasses actually for better accuracy. You have to wait till the lady comes out screaming. Oh, is she just not? Oh, she's not. Oh, there she is. Don't worry, I'm gonna spook her. Oh, dang it, I didn't realize I forgot she had 2 knives. Come on. Okay, well, I do have to take care of this infection, actually. do just have a few green herbs. I'll use that. And I have cloth fragment. A small key! I could go into the sewers! I could! Did I? Yeah, I already got those. One day I'm gonna learn to actually cook things. Sewer is my natural habitat. No! No! Okay. Why am I just finding alchemilias? Why is this apparently whatever. Now this is what I'm gonna want, and I'm gonna the bench grinder, I'm going to have to get it from the mob. That's the tricky part. You know, the guy that like the three guys who come out running, one of them has a gun, one of them beats you with a, you know, like a meat hammer. Madame, please. Again? Moldy bread, thank you. I seem like a tunnel enjoyer. I mean, I do enjoy a nice cave. That is one thing I enjoy in Missouri, is checking out caves. Fine, I'll use the dirty toilet paper. It's only an infection, whatever. Don't worry about it. Vodka, nice, nice. You know, I will take my chances actually in the sewers. Then again, I could get some books from the but potentially if I could avoid Henrik moon scorching. Let me see. I don't have any. There's no danger in the bunker. Which is better, stalactites or stalagmites? I mean, stalactites are just more interesting to look at. I guess stalagmites, there's kind of the hype of like, oh, you're excited because like maybe one day you'll manage to reach the ceiling. I don't know. That's kind of hype for them, you know? Also, I mean, if you're a fan of phallic imagery, the stalagmites will also... They tend to be a little more dong looking. So if you're a big fan of that, I highly recommend the stalagmite. Stalactites are huge downers. Okay, but they're neat. But they're so neat. I'm not disrespecting stalagmites. I just don't think they're as interesting. They're not as deadly. It's not like there's not the thrill Like, if you step underneath, if like, oh no, haha, I'm in danger. Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, glass vial. I remember there's a place with some vine. Hello? Who noticed me? Oh, you. Oh, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Why? Oh, I mean, I guess the dirty toilet paper makes sense here, but I was just like, why do I keep finding it? I forgot where I was for like a second. Ideally, it would be nice to explore some of this stuff before, you know, gets infested with neighbors. Ideally, you know. That looks climbable. I hate it. Speaking of neighbors, they're here! Get away! I don't need this right now. Yeah, I already checked all this stuff. Oh my gosh, it's there. It's there to freaking ruin my life. I'm trying to remember which way. Ah, here it is. Here it is. Right. I have to remember. This one, I think? I forget which one's those. Turn oil. No. Which game has the coolest sewer level? You know, I was actually genuinely just thinking about that, where I was like, what's one game where I don't want to die when I go through the sewer level? Because for some reason, like, a second ago, I was thinking about Okage, but that sewer level, no thank you. That's a tough one. I feel like there's just no such thing as a good sewer level. I guess the one in Harvester is kind of funny, because you could just die in, like, the dumbest ways, but that's just kind of Harvester in a nutshell. I feel like it's a little unfair to compare anything to Harvester, because it's a work of art. In the Lodge, yeah. The Lodge, that has, like, a little bit of everything in there. Gosh, I should play that game again on stream. I should revisit some games. Harvester is delightful, I say, as if it's also not just the worst. As if it's not just unpleasant on purpose. Bad game, great experience. I would say amazing work of art. I do not like the whole bit with the firemen. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't like... I don't like the weird gay panic stuff, okay? Maybe it's just me. Okay. The entire fireman bit is bad, yes. There's not even like a joke to it. It's just... There's a lot I'll forgive Harvester for. Not that. Hello, Kaicho enthusiast. Welcome. Oh no! It's this place! Oh no! I made a mistake coming here. Then again, it does have some blue herbs. I will, gladly pick some and some mushrooms. And then I will just leave because I'm not fighting Moonless. I'm not fighting Moonless. I forgot what this unlocked. I am playing Fear and Hunger Termina on my own for the first time. Last time I was playing it, I had a helpful guide. When I say guide, she was helping me to not get lost. Just trying to figure out, like, okay, nudge me in the right direction, because Fear and Hunger 1, I feel like it's very... I feel like Fear and Hunger 1, it's very clear where you need to go, what you need to do. This one has such a big map that I feel like it's so easy to get lost. It's difficult. But this time, you know, I beat ending A on Friday. So now I'm just seeing, like, how much of this can I do? Can I moira? The way Rur wants me to. This one's very highly inspired on Zelda, while the first game is inspired by Berserk. Yeah, and confession, I've never played a Zelda game outside of, like, Link to the Past when I was 6. I really want to play Majora's Mask, though. It's super up my alley. It was written as a parody on how people perceive gays, but it doesn't really come across very well addressing that. Yeah, like... It just came off as homophobia, that bit in Harvester. It was just... When you do it ironically, it just kind of ends up being that. Oh, right, that's where fake Levi is, right? And the grandma. This is like, oh, and weird grandma. I don't know. I don't want to deal with rat grandma. Ah! No! I'll deal with rat grandma. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll deal with rat grandma. I hate the neighbors. I hate them. I don't want to deal with them. Fine, grandma. Fight me. Ah! Stop summoning rats! Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't want to... I'm, playing with fire right now. I don't know. Being a little reckless. Enemies that are less threatening, you know, when you have like 2 people in your party. But no! Get away. I gotta go kill the real Levi. Wait your turn. You gotta go kill him. Okay, Choto a minute, please. And there we go. We got the bop. No, I want to check that stuff, but apparently I can't. Code letter 1. Anything, Kaiser critique. Pick up a rifle. Okay, good. Got some, goon. So I have my options now. So the map. So yeah, I remember those X's are the bunkers, and then that's what opens when the bunkers are, you know. Yeah. Just, yeah. Trying to think of where everyone would be. I'm trying to think. Food. Meat pie, I'll let her eat that. Whoop. Make it a little cozier here, you know? I'm a little nervous about going in one direction because I'm like... There's gonna be the mob somewhere around there, and I'm not looking forward to that. Get away! Oh, this is the place with the thing that makes you go crazy, go stupid. I never come in here. I never come in here because of that. Because there's no point. This thing makes you go crazy, go stupid. I don't think you get anything from that. I think it's just there as a joke, if I remember right. It's just like... there to ruin your life. Hateful shirts, yeah. Ah, no. No, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that over there. There's like some BS I'm okay with dealing with that. No. This too is a bit much. Get out of here. Get out of here. Sucker. Hold on, let me raid your stock. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Sure. I'm not taking any of those. I'm not taking any of those. You don't understand. I'm not dealing with any of that stuff. You know, she can buy herself something pretty with that. I don't know. All right. What are you doing on this side again? Get out of here. Freaking hate these guys. What? Why is there another one? Get out of here. Oh my gosh. It's almost like there are enemies in this game. Almost. Let me go to the bar to get some stuff. A blue herb. I don't remember if there's anything back here. Cleaning products. Yeah, there's nothing. Beer, some vodka, wine vial, and I believe that's all I can get, right? Yeah. It's worth it. It's worth it. For the craft item, I can make a blue vial, and you know, I'll make a light blue vial. Highly flammable. Hateful Shirts, that's my favorite health song. Get out of here. Get out of here. Actually, nope. No, I don't want a gun. I forgot that it immediately goes to the... It immediately decides, like, you want the gun, right? That's what you'd like, right? You know what? You know what? I'll go deal with the dogs. Hold on. I don't want to use the rifle. Oh my gosh. Just, this thing is approaching. Oh yeah, nothing of value, but I think I can saw off its head. Poopy pupper time. I'm not dealing with them. I'm just gonna shoot them. I'm just gonna shoot them. My heart is pounding right now because I'm like, oh yeah. This is gonna be the area with most likely with the mob. I can't run because shift is my, shift is how I shoot things. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll do that in a sec. I don't remember what's here. And the stretch, I'll do that in a little bit. Oh, get away. No sticky keys! Get away from me! Bye. I just don't want to deal with you. I'm sorry. I just no. Why are the keys so sticky? Huh? You know what? I'm a little paranoid. One. I now have a helmet I could put on. I'm going to use my regular thing so I can run. I'm so afraid of the mob. I'm so afraid of them. When I'm all by myself. I haven't saved. Gaze locked from the other side. There's another dog. I'm sorry I'm so quiet, but I'm just like... Okay. Equip. Go back to my mallet. Saw off some heads. I'm so methodical playing this. It's like the same as when I was playing the original Fear and Hunger on my own, where I was just like... bad sounds. No, I'm gonna have to go down here. Right. And I open here. I don't need to go to the apartments. Is a new area out? Not yet. I don't believe. This is actually my second attempt, or technically my third playthrough. The first one, I lost my save. Last time I played this, I got ending A. Now I'm trying to go through this. The circus? No. There's no circus, I can assure you. Bella, yes. I played as Dawn last time. Now I'm trying for like B or C. I'm still new to this game. I'm more of a I'm more of a Funger 1 pro, if you will. Okay, I was torn between Abella and Marina. I was very torn because Enki is my go-to when I play the first game. And I was like, ah, Marina. Another Dark Priest. Yes, yes. And we do love our trans queen. Do you know how long it took for me to realize that those are piercings she has? Not moles. Don't know what's real anymore. I'm sitting here like, I'm waiting for the mob. I'm waiting for the mob. They're gonna come for me. I'm waiting for them. They're not coming? Yeah, they're piercings, apparently. Even Henrik comments on them if you insult him as the gentleman. I keep forgetting that that's a spot I can go to. It looks like I shouldn't be able to. Dang, so much garbage beer. Bella's starting to feel hungry. I mean, guess, yeah. Wrong buttons everywhere. Wait a minute. This is where Pocket Cat normally shows up. Did I miss him again? Because I went the wrong freaking way. Please tell me I can run. I don't want to deal with this guy. Yes. He has very deep pockets, you see. Last time I played this, I didn't find him until I went to the museum. I'm just like, please. Oh, get away! All of you. I don't want to deal with a Bobby when I'm just by myself. When I'm by my freaking lonesome. This sucks, bro. This sucks. I think I'm gonna die here. I think this is where I die. Yeah, I think this is where I die. Yeah, this is where I die. Well, now. Him. Him. Shut up. An hour and a half of my time ruined. Whatever, that's the Funger experience. Don't worry, I will... Okay. Can't believe the police would resort to brutality. Am I right? What a fish. That's crazy. One thing I don't like is that I do have to go through all of this. Okay, we gotta go through all that. I'm trying to think, do I go through the sewers again, or do I just go through the original intended way? It's hard to say. Okay, I'm gonna tell Tanaka it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time. You know which direction to go? Okay. You going? Really like to hurry now? It just stands there. Yeah, whatever. Just fine. There was only one... Then again, I just thought of something. I could get He Soul. I didn't get He Soul last time. Hold on, I want to check something. This game has been trending for a while. Oh yeah. It's, I mean, it's been trending, but I would say for a good reason. It's a pretty cool... It's a pretty cool series. I'm definitely more used to, the first game, though. Hold on, Latent Soul. What do you get from the Latent Soul? I don't even know. How? What? Help! I don't know where to get. Whatever. I don't need a soul. Who cares? I don't need it. Do you think I need it? I don't. I really don't need it. This is me not needing it. Oh yeah, like the first game used to have a category on Twitch. And then they got rid of it. But it's not part of their banned games list, which is weird. Yeah, this game is definitely more Silent Hill influenced than the first, which is funny because the first, the God of Fear and Hunger, is a Silent Hill 3 reference to the Glutton. Then, obviously, the Crow Mauler in Pyramid Head. But this one is definitely way more Silent Hill, which I keep wanting to suggest this to Voidburger, but I don't know if she would react positively to it. She's only recently been getting into RPG stuff. And I mean, at least this one isn't about, like, there's not random battles. You do have to avoid stuff. But I don't know how she would respond to this one, you know? Optimize. Yo! I'll leave him for now, don't worry. For now. Yeah, first one's definitely like Berserk. I mean, characters legit just line up with the characters from Berserk. Ligard is literally just Griffith. And I mean, I guess Fear and Hunger is like the closest I'll ever get to a game that really captures Berserk's vibe. I haven't played the licensed games, but I mean, like, as far as an original work. Crazy I haven't played the games when Berserk is like my favorite manga. I don't know how that happened. I guess I'm just picky about game adaptations of stuff. I don't trust like that. Yo, you know what I need to play? Even though it's like, I'm pretty sure it's not online anymore. I think it's like off Steam. Bro, I need to play Jump Force. I would do it. I would do it. Everyone's gonna worry about me, it's fine. Oh yeah, Nashra's great. Nashra is in this, but only if you play as Osa. He does have Nashra's head just in his inventory. So I've got... I need to remember the order. Like, oh yeah, that's where you put this, and this, and this. No, he's not in Jump Force. I just want to play Jump Force because it would be funny. I'm a Kuso sommelier. Doesn't even have, like... It doesn't even have an ideal roster of JoJo characters. It's literally just Jotaro and Dio. I mean, they're the most iconic, but... Come on. Well, so far, Neon, I did die to a Bobby. I couldn't run away from it. I did go through the sewers and everything. As Yugi and Kaiba, I've never read or watched Yu-Gi-Oh! You should know this. I've told you about it. All I know is I summoned Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards to my deck, and then I summoned Pot of Greed to summon 3 additional cards to my deck, and then I summoned Pot of Greed to... That's all I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! The totally accurate, you know, 100% accurate. How do you even recruit Dawn? I don't know. Here's the thing, I'm doing this without Lexi. There's a lot of stuff where I'm just like, I don't freaking know where to find some people. Here's the thing though, Neon. I'm trying to do the run where I kill everyone, so... I know where some people are. I come down here because, you know, Needles takes care of Tanaka for me. So that blood is off my hands. That is something where I can actually say, oh, what a tragic accident. Oh, no one saw that coming. And I would be correct. Like, yo, Tanaka died? That's crazy! Except I don't get his hat this time. Because Needles takes it, even though it's freaking on the ground. I hate it here. But yeah, I did the thing, Neon, where I don't save for a long period of time, and then, I die tragically. It's hubris. Hi, TV Static. Welcome. I had people complimenting your entire setup yesterday. People hadn't seen you before and they were like, what the fish? That's crazy. Abella does go to that to herself. It's really sad. What's up? Anyway, something, eat glass. Where's my glass? There's my glass. What the fish? I refuse to die to this man. I refuse to die to this man. Well, I died to this man. I believe. I'm just restarting. I'm making an executive decision to restart right there, because that was just a bad start. The only thing is, again, I have to deal with this entire intro. I think this is my least favorite part of this game. Is the fact that it's definitely more... It's more character focused, but then as a result, it's a lot... There's a bigger focus on the dialogue. So if you have to restart, you have to go through all of that. Versus Fear and Hunger 1, where you literally just start and you're good. Oh, when you were playing this, you didn't know Needles can pull out a pistol when you take out one of his arms? Yeah. It's mean, it's rude. Right. I'm just thinking, do I have to go into the... I mean, I guess I don't have to go into the freaking bunker. I guess. Hello, Elsuigras. I'm definitely getting a Silent Hill vibe. Oh, yeah. The first one is Berserk. This one is Silent Hill with the Majora's Mask elements, because there's the 3-day time limit. There's a weird moon in the sky. You've got kind of a trickster character who's involved with the moon. It's literally called Termina after Majora's Mask's world. Yeah. I mean, I guess I should go into the bunker anyway, because I could get the key, and then I just go get the key from... I can just go get the key from Henrik afterwards. I'll just have to deal with him when he's the gentleman. It's fine. It's fine. Unless Moonscorched counts as them dying, I don't remember. Because I know if you do on Maso mode, well, I know on Maso mode everyone's Moonscorched. So you just flat out can't recruit anyone. I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. I need to be going too. Okay, I will be less greedy this time. I will save earlier because why not? Go on foot. Need to be in a hurry now. Stands there. Oh, right. Save Tanaka. No, I have to kill everyone. That's part of this run. Everyone has to die. Maybe I don't have to kill everyone, but the thing is, like, everyone has to die. I have to be, like, the last contestant standing. It is a battle royale happening? You don't understand. I just dropped in the Preheval Woods. I am, like, just running around digging for supplies. And it's over for these jerks. Fortnite has corrupted you. Joke's on you, though. I've never played Fortnite. I've never touched Fortnite in my life. I've never even watched a single Fortnite video. I'm innocent! Honestly, having a bunch of green herbs, not bad. Oops, hold on. I believe there was, yeah, another green one. I remember when a dark raccoon was trying so hard for me to, like, miss the green herbs. He wanted so bad that I would, that I wouldn't find those. He also 100% tried, like, he tried so hard to also pull a D's nuts joke on me, but I'm like, not for Polo, okay? Is there mods for this game? Currently I am playing the Censor mod by Dark Raccoon. I believe there are some mods just to, like, play around with sprites. If you want, you can find a dummy thick Perkele mod if that sounds like your kind of thing. if that fancies you in any way. Nah, just furry mod. Is it the Dark Raccoon one? Because that one was made all custom for him, which I think is cool. If you don't know who he is, he's one of the new, like, he's part of the New Gods podcast. So he's with a bunch of people who do podcasts on Funger. I think it's probably just difficult for a lot of people to do mods for this. I don't know. Because you also have to, like, get a certain aesthetic right, and, you know. No! No vomit. No puke. No puke. No puke. No puke. No puke. No. No vomiting. I love that that's just an enemy where it's like the dogs from the first one, but what if they just had no head? I do have a wrench, but I don't have wrench toss. I kind of went for the electronic thing instead. Because when I had her in my party, I kind of realized I didn't use wrench toss enough. I'm actually my goal is I want her to get the grinder thing. I want her to get the saw, the really broken weapon. I want her to get that so bad. I'm googling mods and there is an always win coin flips one. Disgusting. Right? Disgusting. That's not how you're supposed to play the game. You're supposed to be miserable playing this game. I think Fear and Hunger 1 is too easy. We should make it worse. Should make one where you just fail every coin flip. What I need to do is I need to make a redeem that's just the coin flip. Just to, you know, like put me on edge. Just, you know, like kind of have PTSD over the sound and everything. Like, I think that would be a fun detail to add to my streams. It's like when I play Dead by Daylight and I'm Survivor main and I'm just like, what if we made Survivor like worse but in a funny way? What if there was something like, oh, what's it called? The one Sadako perk that makes it so that you have like difficult skill checks when you're about to finish a generator. What if there was something like that but for healing, and then because of that you end up broken as a result? Something like that I think would be really funny. I like it when games are just worse. We should bring it back. Merciless Storm coin flips. Oh no. Ooh! Ow! Ow! Things be looking up. Yeah! Hardened skin that prevents limb losses, burns, and bleeding. Salmon's Steak soul was really useful in the first game. The two souls that I would always like run for were Salmon Snake and White Angel soul. Oh, I knew that this was an item in the game, but like I hadn't found it before. Yeah, the coin flips are luck checks where it's like, if you're going to open stuff, if you're going to invest, like check stuff out, you get a coin flip to see if you find anything. And during fights, it can be like really your life or death thing. Because often what will happen is the worst attack. Like, in the first one of the first enemies you encounter are the guards, and they have a coin flip attack that you can typically guard against a coin flip, So, you know, nothing happens. But you have to know the signs for it. And the very first, like one of the very first enemies in Fear and Hunger 1, the guard, can do a coin flip where if you fail, he just pummels you. And more like you're very likely to die. Or have a really horrible cutscene where your legs are cut off and you get assaulted in prison. It sucks. It sucks. Yeah, the guards are a great tutorial to coin flips and guarding. Yes, they really are. Just a fun time. Fear and Hunger is just like, haha, fun. Tee-hee, haha. What do you mean you're not blind? Oh, there you are. There, he's blind. Okay, I'm going to use one of these on her. Stop it. Up. I can't believe I almost... Well, I say almost. I restarted, but I can't believe I died to the needles. That's the guy I kill, like, immediately. Because I'm like, no. I don't need you chasing me around. There we go. Yo, I get heroin? Hell yes! Except I am going to need... Yeah. Fortunately, more damage than I would have liked. RIP. Rest in peace, Tanaka. Anyway, I'm a rich woman. I found some shillings. Mysteriously, but I'm not allowed to take his hat. I'm not allowed to pick it up off the ground. Which is, BS. I think it's, absolute BS. Finding so many shillings. I'm rich. Okay, I can open this as part of my shortcut. Hat cooked by Tanaka's corpse. Yeah. I hate it. Stupid. It's not fair. He glued it to the ground as a joke, as a funny haha. Yeah, I've seen some, like, there was someone on, you know, it's Reddit, so take that as you will. There was one person who was getting, like, uppity about the homages in these games. Where it was like, Needles is just a shameless ripoff of Art the Clown. With the fish. I was like, yeah, but he kind of made it his own. That's actually something it was even like pointing out the glutton from Silent Hill 3, how the God of Fear and Hunger, you know, visually looks a lot like that. But something I like a lot about Miro's work is, even though, yes, I see the references, I feel like he made a lot of this fit as its own thing, you know? It's called pastiche. Yeah. People had to explain that to this person, and they were like, no, I think these are just ripoffs. And it's like, okay. I hate to see you, I would hate for this person to go check out Silent Hill after watching, like, Jacob's Ladder or looking at a Francis Bacon painting. Make that person's head explode. Hell, Jacob's Ladder, some of the visuals are based on Francis Bacon paintings. You can't escape that. Scrap metal. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I opened that when I was... I want to check the one over there. No, okay, fine. You forgot about the dial-up doors. Yeah, I could have done wrench toss, but I was also like... But I want to be able to open every door in these bunkers if I go check out a bunker. I would like to do that. Okay, search. Got the key. I'll just turn this on. Again, for funsies, for ha-has. Look, Amelia, do I have anything I can... No. Not even. Okay. Time to enter the spooky, scary row dimension. Just love how nasty everything looks. It's like this place is full of greedy worms. Like a penis looking for its lost foreskin, or whatever the weird circumcision man on the Silent Hill wiki talked about. I rewatched recently the Wang video on that, and hearing Kemiro mentioned, like, not only Voidberger but also Kemiro mentioned, it was like, oh, Pog, pointing at my screen excitedly, I'm friends with that person. Like, yo, I'm friends with that person! Ugh. I wonder what that guy's up to now. I mean, definitely vandalizing other wikis, but, you know. Funniest thing about the foreskin guy is they started on Silent Hill Homecoming pages, but nobody cares about those, so he switched to Silent Hill 4 instead. Yeah, and he wrote some works of art in the Silent Hill 4 one. Man, Silent Hill 4 is one of those, like, wasted potential games. It has ideas that I think are really cool, but it's not fun to play. But watching Kemiro play it, watching Whitney play some of it, since she does, like, Extra Life stuff, I'm just looking at it like, oh man, I need to go through the Silent Hill games so bad. I want to get to that one, and just get so frustrated. Didn't fandom intervene directly and turbo ban him from the entire platform? I don't know, but it was still funny. Yeah, and he was a moderator or admin of the Silent Hill wiki. Yeah, like he basically had to fight with other people in power on the wiki. An admin? Yeah, even better. Don't like that he says good girl. Don't like it. It's like, please be normal. I actually... Okay, I did spoil myself on Pav's background, and it's like, okay, I like him better now. Like, the uniform gives a bad first impression, but also I don't like that he fights Marco. That I would have to pick between the two. He's a little... Pav's also a little more gung-ho about the whole, you know, killing the other contestants thing. Mr. Electric, send this man to the foreskin destruction room and have him expelled. He ruined my dream wiki. You know, I still haven't watched that movie and I have a copy of it. Okay, chat. I'm gonna have to set up a poll in the Discord. I'm gonna have to put up a poll in the Discord to see what movie we should watch on Saturday. Because I keep jokingly bringing up Mac and Me. And I think we kind of should watch Mac and Me soon. Because some of you have not seen Mac and Me or even heard about Mac and Me, and that's a crime. I won't stand for that. Get away, all of you! Get away! Yeah, fine, I'll kill you. He's really not attacking? Okay, there. I was like, how is he not? In non-foreskin related news, I beat Infinite Wealth, and my verdict is it's the best game and everyone should play it. Okay. I have been told both you should play the other Yakuza games first, or, oh, you don't need to. I want to go through all the Yakuza games before I even play that one. It looks great. It looks very fun. It looks very fun and good. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through like the regular way. Please get away from me. Thank you. Whatever. I'm just, whatever. Yeah, like I know it's a different story and everything, but it's like I still just want to go through everything else first. The only one I played even just a little bit of is Yakuza 0, and I never finished it only because I have ADHD and I get distracted very easy. Did you get mentally unwell about Majima? Of freaking course. Who do you think you're talking to? I didn't even play too much of it. He's already my favorite. That should be obvious. Dang, I really don't have a lot of stuff for Mr. Choco Baby. Don't do him dirty like that. Come on. Don't do him dirty. I like when he goes crazy, goes stupid, and does flips while fighting. Didn't they announce that they're doing, like, ooh, Skin Bible? Yo. I like that, after the events of Fear and Hunger 1, Enki just studied a bunch of stuff and was like, you know, I'm just gonna write all these Skin Bibles. I'm just gonna write a bunch of, like, my findings on, like, all these gods and stuff. Because he just stayed in Mahabharata and just went through all the libraries. It's like, you know what? Proud of him. Proud of my crusty little meow meow. The character who simultaneously looks really pretty and also like the worst goblin you've ever looked at. I don't know how Miro managed, but it's like, depending on the art, he can look really good or crusty. Can I take the bone saw? Thank you. An offering. Yeah, sacrifice all. Explore the furthest regions. Oh my gosh, just like in Hellraiser. You. Oh dang it, is this where the... No, okay. I'm just talking to myself now. I'm sorry. I keep wanting to rip the sheets like I do in Fear and Hunger 1. And it's like, oh, you don't sleep in a bed? Well, you can do this. Oh, finally, chalk. I'm remembering the first playthrough I did where I couldn't find frickin' chalk ever. It was impossible. Like, just flat out impossible to find any chalk. And then last time, it's just non-stop. Like, it was everywhere. Impossible to not find chalk. Oh, Vinishka. Poems, new poems of love and torment. Oh, Sylvian. Okay, okay. Yes! Skin Bible of God of Fear and Hunger. Yes! Which Funger 2 character would sleep in a race car bed? I think Tanaka, Caligura. Well, okay. Here's something. Levi and Marina are the youngest, being 18. A lot of people tend to, like, a lot of people sometimes sit there and be like, well, I mean, they're adults now. Like, I'm getting close to the age where feasibly I could have, you know, a teenager in like 4 years. I could potentially have had like have an 18-year-old and everything. Like it would be feasible. So I look at those two and it's like, oh, little baby, oh, little baby man, oh, little baby girl. I think Levi, I would put him in the race car bed. That's, you know, that's my decision. That's my choice as to who would get the race car bed. Yeah, there you go. I've made my choice. Wait a minute, isn't this the plan? I'm thinking nonsense now. Do I even have... I don't have a bear trap. Bummer. But I can make this. A lantern flail. Is that any good? I've never seen that before. Makeshift weapon that is a bit hard to wield, but hard to read properly as well, making it an unpredictable weapon with heavy mass can cause burns as well. I'll give it a try. Bye. LMAO, bye. LMAO, bye! Leather armor. Manor key. Perfect. Chak, which would be perfect if, you know, I was Osa, but I'm not. Wait, why the Chak? Oh, magic attack? Well, I don't really have magic attack yet. Make a Vegable Pie. Make a Soul Stone. Now, does this have like the weird... The roots push, you could use them to climb down if you want. Yeah, oh yeah, this weird place. I forgot about it. Oh, pigskin gas mask. You know what? I will just... Let's just optimize all that. There we go. I don't know what this room is all about, but sure. Haha, why not? Are these like God of the Depths orbs? That's what I thought of, because I don't know what else they would be. I don't know what else. Rotten meat, cool. White vial, perfect. I think a lot of this stuff is rotten. I don't like the sounds here. It's like too ominous. I hate it. I don't know what these stairs take me to. Ah. Oh. That was literally just, okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. I can say no. It's, yeah. 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 Now, I believe... You startled me. I'm always happy to see your glorious figure, love, but Sir... I'm actually shocked to see him not as, the mayor yet. Mushroom stew, okay. Henrik, where are you? I want to kill you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to do this. You don't understand. It's actually really important. My chopping arm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's important. I'm sorry. Suffocated soul. I'm sorry. That's what you get for flirting with me. Dang it, I don't have any... Leon, no. You don't understand, I have to! It's important. But now I don't know how to get through the... I don't know how to... Oh... Havre. Ah, get away. Sir, get away. Ugh, get away. I don't have anything to heal with. Guess that's what I get. But you don't understand, I had to kill him, I promise. I'm not lying, okay? I promise that was actually essential. I have to kill everyone, you don't understand. Everyone has to die in some way. If he could have moon scorched and it would have been really bad. You don't understand. I'm not a monster, I'm not a monster, I'm not a monster, I'm not a monster. Had to prevent him from getting involved in local politics. Yeah, it was gonna get really weird. It was gonna get so weird. I didn't like it. Your moldy bread is a treat. Wait, but... how do I get key? Where get key? Where key? Where me get key? Is key here? Is key... where key? I need key to open gate. Help! Help me! Help! Help me! Help me! Fine. Search him, get a sickle. Saw off he head. Villager head as trophy. Cool. Oh, right, this is where I came from. What was in here? Okay, that's another person I could probably get with necromancy. Can't get those. Alright, this is the place with the guys who are just minding their own business eating, and then they just come at you with shotguns. I don't want to deal with them, I'm sorry. I'm not in the mood. Sacrifice all non-contestant heads. There, I should have 2 soul stones then. I think. Oh no, it was I had to make like 3s. Okay, okay. Don't worry. I'm smart. What is that supposed to be? Officer sword, bolt, duct tape, heroin. What the fish is this supposed to be? Definitely need this though. I need that thing. I need that thing so bad. You don't understand. You don't understand. Bye. Hi, bye. Ah! No! Everyone's here! Everyone's here. I hate it. I can't. No. Okay, Vile, come here. Jerk. His words are muffled by the gas mask. What was that? He's trying to answer you, but you cannot make sense of his words because of the mask. What was that? He's trying to answer you, but cannot make any sense of his words because of the mask. Vile is losing his cool because of your lack of understanding. Furiously, he lifts his mask. The mask seems to have melted on his face partially, but underneath you could see a row of sharp teeth grimacing at you. Only the vial! Gas is leaking from the vial's canister. Pesticide is leaking from the canister constantly. Vial took a good breather of his own pesticide without his mask on. He's coughing blood. He's dead. My favorite interaction. Lady, hold on. Just a minute. Just a minute. Woman? That head cutting sound is unnerving. Yes, indeed it is. It's pretty nasty. So, have I just goofed up by, you know, I don't know how I can open this gate. Because I have... I don't know how to open gate. Help me. I don't even know what the pep pills are. Golden Chanterelle. Gonna have to find a way in the sewers? Is that it? Alright, this is the, bring out the Olive's room, the house. Just be empty, rip. Trade meat. I'm just gonna go down. I forget what's down here already. I was literally here earlier and I already forget. Man. The Man in Dreams flyer. We of course have to go look at that. I love this so much. It's so good. I don't think I have chalk this— oh no, I do have chalk! I don't remember what these— okay, so Almer. The Ascended One of two human-born gods known to this day. There are two stories of the origins of Almer. The more common story speaks of a human born from a virgin mother, a mere mortal that had humble origins, but one that quickly rose to prominence because of his teachings. Unlike the warring kings and sultans of the time, Almer's ideal world united people of all different religions and ideologies under one umbrella. The powers of the time wouldn't stand up for this, and quickly had him arrested and sentenced for public humiliation and eventual death on a cross. This only served Almer's purpose, making him a martyr, and the pain he went through pushed him over the edge to his ascension to the true godhood. After his ascension, Almer returned to avenge his death. The bloodbath that ensued shook the world order and demolished the worshipped new gods of the time had been enjoying. The other version of Almer's origins tells of how Sylvian, the older god of fertility, ordered a deity known as Vitruvia to create an architectural reprography of a man and a woman that would be to the likeness of Sylvian herself. Vitruvia, being the master architect, did just that. Sylvian fell in love with the results. She went on and created the mankind according to Vitruvia's drawings. At first, Vitruvia was amazed by the life Sylvian managed to usher into her designs. However, over time, Vitruvia started to see small imperfections here and there. Nothing bothered her more than the idea that her designs were anything but perfect, so she set out to create the perfect human being, the pinnacle of man's potential. This being was born on the year nil, and he is the one known as Almer today. On the surface level, these stories don't contradict with themselves too much, but on an ideological level, there are interesting differences. The other story tells of a mortal everyday man who rose to rival the powers of older gods, while the other story makes Almer just one more creation of the higher powers. The truth might lie somewhere between these stories, if you'd ask me. Mark of Almer raises the physical protection of its wielder. Text includes the sigil of the Almer and instructions on how to use it. Let's look at the others. God of Fear and Hunger. There are popular texts that tell stories of a false god and a chosen human joining together in the darkest and the wettest of dreams. The forgotten and long dormant god of the depths perished that night. Only an older god never truly perishes. And instead, the god of Fear and Hunger planted its roots and started to grow her influence on the surface world. The scheming false deity had hoped her daughter would be the light of mankind, only true darkness does not breed light. The god of Fear and Hunger was a pure child, a blank slate birthed in the darkest pits of human creation. That is where she grew, that is all she knew. She was the pure representation of fear and hunger, not spoiled by even a glimmer of hope. Mankind had seen its share of stagnation and suffering up to that point. To rise from those perilous pits, growing pains were necessary. Progress comes at a price. Fear motivated people while hunger kept them moving forward. People cherished their hardship and drew inspiration from it. They learned from it. What followed was advancement the mankind had not seen since the Forgotten Ages. The dark fumes that rise from the pipes of modern cities are direct consequences of this era, an era that came to be known as the Cruel Age. The Mark of Fear and Hunger raises the agility of its wielder. The text includes the sigil of Fear and Hunger and the instructions on how to use it. HUBRIS, Venushka. The cycle of destruction and creation is seen in its purest form in nature. Thus, it comes to no surprise that the very god of nature, Venushka, is an offspring of the two older gods, Grogroth and Sylvian. Like the nature of mankind, the nature of Venushka, too, can change from fiery, raging volcanoes to serene grasslands, where a gentle wind lulls one to sleep. The similarities between the nature of mankind are fitting, as both grew up sucking the many bosoms of Sylvian after all. Both were born from the same loins. Venushka and the representation of humanity, Ulmer the Ascended One, are considered equal. Neither of the two stands taller. That is, Venushka's is for the men to reap, just as the nature reaps are old and weary. Mark of Venushka raises the otherworldly offense of its wielder. And I believe the last one.
Let's get crazy with it!
Hey, Otto, thank you for the raid!
Fuck shit up!
Thank you. Right now we're going through some books, some skin Bibles. Ah, boobies! So many! Sylvian, the goddess of love, lust, and creation. She created men and women at the dawn of time. From the very first moments, she loved her children dearly. So are you actually playing Fear and Hunger 2 this time? Yeah, but like the last few times I've been playing Fear and Hunger, it's been 2. Over time, her love blossomed into a more obsessive form, and she would take a more hands-on approach in controlling the direction her children took in life, always having their best interests in mind, of course. Of course. Once she realized her children would never return the same amount of affection back to her, her love took a more twisted form. Sylvian forced mankind more to her liking and closer to her own image with her gift to humans. Suicide is always an option, thanks. The love magic, otherwise known as the flower magic. For a brief moment in history, mankind fell to the craze of fleshly delights, as a synchronized mass sea of naked people in the middle of coitus would pulsate and waste their days. Sylvian is often associated with Grogroth, the god of destruction, and their offspring, Venushka, the god of nature. Mark of Sylvian raises otherworldly protection of its wielder. Notice the Vajernia isn't censored up there because that's part of her symbol. You know, I'm going to do the Vagine symbol. Oh no. I think I done goofed up. Whatever. So she's hungry. And I don't have any drinks. Don't worry. Fine! I just drew a vagina and left. I'm confused because I don't know what to do since Henrik did not have the key. Where do I freaking find a key? I'm lost. I just like the idea of running into someone's home, drawing something vulgar in the basement, and then just just leaving. I've done enough damage. My work here is done. So everyone... Well, I'm sure people are in the train. So that's where those three are. Oh, nice. Craft item. Beggable pie. Yeah, I will do one of these and one of those. Oh, perfect. Another grub. I don't remember if I have Alchemy 1. I do, but I don't have... Don't have anything for it, is the problem. See that jerk. I see him. I see him. I see him. Hey! A-hole. Jerk. I will use... Whoops, healing. There we go. I will search him. And saw off his head. Perfect. I don't remember what key opens that. I'm still frustrated about the key I need. Hi. Hi. She's got a gun. Well, now she has no arms. I think I can take her gun, actually. Endless soul. Yep, I got her gun. Sorry, Bella. Not Bella. Carrie. I'm sorry. Oh man, what happened to her? I don't know. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Is Karen supposed to be related to Kahara? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. That was crazy. I just found her body like that. Yo, insane. That was nuts. Just stuff her head into your pocket. Yeah. Don't you do that? Yeah, I was taking her head to the hospital. Exactly. Don't worry, I'm just adding things to my head collection. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Why you look at me like that? It's fine. It's all good. Look, she even blends in a little bit with the rocks. It's fine. No one will see that. Oh, hey. Okay, I can make a white vial out of that. I didn't know. I am low-key tempted to save because 3 people are already dead. 3 contestants. I'm just trying to remember the spot where Levi is. I'm thonkin', okay? Thonkin'. I'm just thonkin'. Also, it's so crazy. Tanaka died again. He keeps dying. It's crazy. Actually, I can use the... The only skin Bible I'm missing is the rare one. Just go down here. We've got that entire area unlocked now. I'm just looking for Levi. Don't worry about it. Am I going to take their heads? I don't think I can, actually. Yeah. Let's, yeah. Yeah. Please don't latch on to me. Dang it! I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Yeah, I'm 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 dead. Dang it, I kept thinking I should save. I kept thinking I should save, and my hubris. Oh my gosh. I'm too greedy. Again, the part I don't like is that I'm gonna have to go through that opening bit, all the dialogue. That's really my least favorite part of this game. It's just like, if you have to restart. Because I'm picky. I like to make sure I like to, yeah. Yeah. I was greedy fighting the woodsman. I was, yeah. I should have gone for the Peebus. I should have done that. The game's so good, it's got you hooked. Man, I'm sitting here though. It's almost 9. Do I want to go for another run? Do I want to go for another run? Or do I want to save that for Thursday? Because I could just save it for Thursday. Yeah, here's the thing though about the censoring. I feel like this game shouldn't be censored. The nudity is too silly. Thanks for streaming. I mean, I'm just wondering, like, because I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. I know I stream normally like longer, but I guess I kind of want to do a little more research too. Because the hardest part is just trying to find that key to that gate. I couldn't find one. I couldn't find one. That was crazy. But no, I'll definitely get back to playing this on Thursday. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing Let It Die because it's Valentine's Day and I want to play the game with my husband in it. I think that would be the best option, is to play the game that has my husband. Celebrate Valentine's Day with my husband. Celebrate Valentine's Day with my husband, whom I got I commissioned a statue of and everything, because I'm normal. I'm normal. Anyway. Yeah, sorry though for like the last 2 streams I've done have been short. I'll get back to I promise I'll get back to longer ones, okay? I've just been kind of out of it these last 2 days as well. So, yeah. Anyway, let's read Vapor. Vapor is playing Sly 2. Of course. You know what has to happen, right? You know what has to happen.
I want you to meet my colleague, Dr. Hamilton. And I'd like you to get
I don't want to restart my computer. Leave me alone.
Get out of my room! Get out of here! Bitch, get out of here!
I'll see you all tomorrow with Let It Die.